On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Elusive.
Difficult to find, define, achieve, or remember.
Examples:
An elusive criminal. Track down an elusive fact. The physicist who found the elusive particle won the Nobel Prize.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
A digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Uncomfortable.
Providing or feeling physical discomfort or slight pain.
Examples:
An uncomfortable silence. With an uncomfortable face. His abusive words made me uncomfortable.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Voluminous.
Large in volume or bulk.
Examples:
Voluminous work. Voluminous data. The manuscript was voluminous, spanning several hundred pages.
Overwhelm.
To defeat someone or something by using a great deal of force, to have a strong emotional effect on somebody.
Examples:
He was overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelm opponents by numbers. Too much variety may overwhelm and confuse viewers.
Storage.
The act or process of putting in and keeping something in a particular place for use in the future, an electronic memory device that can store information.
Examples:
A storage battery. Storage at low temperature. We store customer data in cloud storage.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples.
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Physicist.
A scientist who specializes in the field of physics.
Examples.
Talented physicist. Theoretical physicist. Einstein was an outstanding and famous physicist of the 20th century.
Expand.
To increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples.
Expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Mainframe.
A large and powerful computer with a lot of memory used primarily by large organizations for critical applications.
Examples.
Mainframe computer. Mainframe operating system. IBM has consistently been a significant supplier of mainframes for a long time.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples.
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples.
Distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Mushroom.
A type of fungus that grows on dead or decaying organic matter and typically has a stalk and an umbrella-shaped cap.
Examples.
Mushroom spores. Mushroom cultivation. The mushroom risotto was delicious, but I couldn't identify all the mushrooms in it.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples.
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Homegrown.
Grown or produced locally rather than imported from another area.
Examples.
Homegrown talent. Homegrown produce. The restaurant prides itself on its homegrown ingredients sourced from local farms.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples.
Collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Regard.
To think about or consider somebody or something in a specified way.
Examples:
Regard him as an enemy. Regard the situation as unfortunate. Frugality and industry are still regarded as virtues.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Dialect.
A form of a language that is spoken in a particular geographical area or by a particular group of people and has distinguishing characteristics.
Examples:
A local dialect. Minority dialect. The dialect spoken in the region differed from other parts of the country.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Torturous.
Causing extreme physical or mental pain or suffering, marked by or involving a slow, painful, or tortuous process or experience.
Examples:
Torturous journey. Torturous process. The torturous hike through the dense jungle tested our endurance.
Adopt.
To choose to follow something, to legally take a child from another family and care for them as if they were one's own.
Examples:
Adopt a child. Adopt a bill. The National Assembly has adopted the budget.
Fledgling.
Water creatures that live in shells, especially one of the types that can be eaten.
Examples:
Fledgling company. Fledgling birds. The current economic situation is especially tough for fledgling businesses.
Principal.
Most important, main, or chief.
Examples:
Principal actor. Principal responsible. The principal reason for the company's success is its innovative products.
Byte.
A unit of digital information that consists of 8 bits, typically used to represent a single character of text or a small amount of computer code.
Examples:
Byte code. Byte array. The computer hard drive had plenty of storage space, but was running low on available bytes.
Remotely.
At a distance, not directly or easily accessible.
Examples:
Remotely operate. Control remotely. The company can remotely access its employees' computers for troubleshooting purposes.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Outstrip.
To exceed or surpass a particular, measurable quality or attribute, such as speed, efficiency, or quality.
Examples:
Outstrip competitors. Outstrip population growth. The company's sales have outstripped expectations for the quarter.
Employ.
To give somebody a job and pay them for it, to make use of.
Examples:
Employ job seekers. Employ a new method. When making arrests, police officers frequently employ excessive force.
Compute.
To make a mathematical calculation.
Examples:
Compute an average score. Compute the value. I tried to compute the efficiency of the investment.
Orchestrate.
To plan, coordinate, or arrange something, especially skillfully or cleverly. Noun, the act of organizing or directing the elements of a composition, especially in music.
Examples:
Orchestrate a takeover. Orchestrate the political reinstatement. He carefully orchestrated the details of his business plan.
Interconnect.
To connect similar things.
Examples:
Directly interconnect with those systems. Human activities interconnect with the environment. Our system can now interconnect with other databases.
Diverse.
Including numerous categories of individuals or entities, various.
Examples:
Diverse backgrounds. A person of diverse talents. New York is a city with a diverse ethnic population.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Grid.
A pattern of regularly spaced horizontal and vertical lines, a system of high-tension cables by which electrical power is distributed throughout a region.
Examples:
A grid design. A wire grid. Grid pattern roads often appear in urban areas.
Seamless.
Without spaces or breaks between one part and the next.
Examples:
Enable seamless access. Seamless device connectivity. The service was seamless, and the food was quite delicious.
Globe.
The earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
Terrestrial globe. Around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Mutual.
Common to or shared by two or more parties.
Examples:
Share of a mutual fund. Mutual efforts. They cooperated for their mutual benefit.
Exchange.
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else. A place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
Exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Transfer.
To move, pass, or change from one person, place, or situation to another.
Examples:
Transfer a file. transfer power. She transferred the money from her savings account to her checking account.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
communal swimming pool, communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
an alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
On demand.
Available as needed or requested, often referring to products or services that can be accessed or delivered instantly or with minimal delay.
Examples:
on-demand transportation, on-demand delivery. Many consumers prefer on-demand streaming services over traditional cable TV.
Flourish.
To grow or develop vigorously or successfully.
Examples:
flourish economically, flourish worldwide. The Ottoman Empire flourished for over 5 centuries.
Exploit.
To make full use of and gain an advantage from resources, opportunities, etc.
Examples:
exploit a security hole, exploit a valuable opportunity. We exploit our mining resources to strengthen our national power.
Paradoxical.
Seemingly contradictory or absurd because of having two opposite features or facts, though it is probably true.
Examples:
a paradoxical anecdote, apparently paradoxical. It is paradoxical that the French, who prefer animal foods, live longer than people in other countries.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
lab instrument, medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Unimaginable.
Beyond what can be imagined or conceived, impossible to comprehend or envision.
Examples:
unimaginable horror, unimaginable depths. The complexity of scientific theories was unimaginable for most people.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
fundamental education, fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Particle.
A small piece of something, a word or piece of a term with grammatical function, but little or no significance.
Examples:
charged particle, particle energy. We can calculate the position of the particle statistically.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Fleeting.
Brief or temporary, lasting only a short time.
Examples:
For a fleeting moment. Fleeting opportunity. She savored the fleeting happiness she felt during the vacation.
Collide.
To hit something violently when moving.
Examples:
Collide head-on. Collide in midair. The interests of the two countries collide.
Proton.
A very small particle with a positive charge equal to the negative charge of an electron that forms part of the nucleus of all atoms.
Examples:
Proton decay. Proton conductivity. The solar wind is composed almost entirely of electrons and protons.
Accelerate.
To make something faster or earlier, to cause to develop or progress more quickly.
Examples:
Accelerate a chemical reaction. Accelerate the car. The government tried to accelerate the commercialization of this development.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Zoom.
To move along very quickly, noun, the act of rising upward into the air.
Examples:
Zoom in on a photo. Zoom lens. He zoomed back in time to the soccer game.
Detect.
To find or recognize something, especially something difficult to see, hear, etc.
Examples:
Detect a bad event. Detect smuggling across borders. The security camera has detected 4 intruders.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Collision.
An instance of two or more objects or entities crashing into each other, usually resulting in damage, impact, or conflict.
Examples:
collision detection. Come into collision with my friend. The collision of tectonic plates can result in new mountain ranges, such as the Himalayas or the Alps.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Correlation.
A statistical relationship between two variables in which one variable is affected by the other. A reciprocal relation between two or more facts, numbers, etc.
Examples:
ecological correlation. Correlation coefficient. There is a strong correlation between education level and income.
Enrich.
To make better or improve in quality by adding something else.
Examples:
enrich a gas with a balloon. Enrich public services. Reading not only increases knowledge, but also enriches life.
Numerous.
Amounting to a large indefinite number.
Examples:
numerous countries. As numerous as the sand. These descriptions are based on a number of numerous assumptions.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Traffic.
The movement of vehicles, people, or goods along a route or through a transport system, the amount of such movement in a particular place or at a particular time.
Examples:
Traffic jam. Heavy traffic. We decided to take a detour to avoid the construction traffic on the main road.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Meteorology.
The branch of science that deals with processes in the Earth's atmosphere that cause weather conditions.
Examples:
Agricultural meteorology. Marine meteorology. He conducted his research at the meteorology laboratory using large-scale computing.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
An international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Virtually.
Almost completely.
Examples:
Virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Span.
The entire length of something, such as time or space from beginning to end, the amount of space that something covers.
Examples:
The span of a bird's wings. The average lifespan. He slightly modified the span of training because it was just before a match.
Archives.
A collection of historical documents or records providing information about a place, institution, or group of people.
Examples:
Historical archives. Digital archives. The archives at the library contain a wealth of information about the city's history.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.